As someone who's been self-conscious due to being overweight my whole life, the concept of an imaginary audience is something that I still struggle with every day. Additionally, I'm autistic and I constantly find myself worrying about what other people think of me because my brain doesn't process social behavior the way a neurotypical brain does. If I'm trying to make friends or meet someone romantically or impress someone important in my family, I pretty consistently find myself stuck in the concept of an imaginary audience. It's awfully anxiety inducing and exhausting to have this kind of mindset as an adult, and have struggled with it far beyond middle school age. After watching these videos, it's humbling and reasonable for me to believe that this idea is something I should let go of as a grown adult. Teachers ought to reflect and be more aware of this concept because their students' experience consists of constantly overthinking and overanalyzing what other people say and do in response to them. I would argue that teachers have more of an impact as an imaginary audience than their peers sometimes because middle school students need to have adult mentors that they can trust and be comfortable around. Adults in middle level education need to be active in making efforts to monitor the words they choose, the facial expressions they make, and the actions they complete because middle schoolers are watching them 24/7 in fear of being judged, laughed at, or just misunderstood. I read the article about emotional development in middle school. It reviews the fact that most adults, myself included, cringe at remembering their time in middle school and then goes over important highlights of their development and positive ways to respond. What stood out to me was the fact that a lot of caregivers for middle level children start to see them moving into Piaget's second stage, the concrete operational stage, and sometimes even hints of formal operational, and begin to treat them significantly more like adults. This practice is a flaw in working with middle level children because, in response to it, they feel like they're being abandoned, which sparks many varying emotional reactions in an attempt to achieve the attention they feel like they're losing. The most impactful way to make sure a middle learner feels emotionally supported is to be present and consistent. In this practice, the middle level learner is in an environment where they feel like they can explore independence while still having a foundation to go back to if they find they're not ready for a particular step yet.